Breaking news as we're coming on the air. An investigation is underway right now following a deputy-involved shooting that sent a person to the hospital.
It is still a very active scene. Our Chris Trankman was the first reporter there, and he joins us live in Largo with the latest. Chris?
Well, Pinellas County Sheriff's deputies were responding to reports here off of 119th Street North that a suspect was running around the neighborhood with an assault rifle. Deputies pulled over a car. The suspect bailed out, and that's when they engaged the suspect. Shots were fired, and he was taken to the hospital. I'm here live with Sheriff Bob Gualtieri to talk about what happened when sheriff's deputies encountered this man, and why did you have to open fire?
Well, as deputies tried to conduct a traffic stop, his mother was driving the car. Anthony Gonzalez was the passenger in the car. He was 27 years old, and he's a drug dealer here in the area who had been involved in transactions and had been ripped off, and he was out looking for the people. So he was looking for violence tonight. And as the deputies approached the car, he got out. He had the weapon in his hand. There was an engagement between the deputies and Gonzalez. The deputies fired several times, one of them with a .45 caliber handgun, the other with an automatic rifle himself. He was shot multiple times. Unfortunately, the deputies are safe. He's at Bayfront Hospital right now as we speak, undergoing surgery, and they are life-threatening injuries.
Sheriff, you have a history with Anthony Gonzalez. What is he known for?
Well, we know he does have an extensive criminal history. This is a couple hours old. We're very early in the investigation, and we know from people that, especially for the last week, we believe he was stabbed here earlier this week. He's been actively involved in drug transactions. And again, with drug transactions where he is ripping people off, he's been ripped off and just doing some really bad things. So he's been living here for a while now in this neighborhood and, again, engaged in drug activity. People called because they were concerned because he was out with this rifle tonight looking for these people who had ripped him off, and he was looking for violence.
Sheriff Bob Gualtieri, thanks so much for joining us live here on ABC Action News. So once again, Anthony Gonzalez was the suspect. He was shot multiple times, taken to the hospital. He's in surgery at this hour. Now, 119th Street North is still blocked off. There are a lot of residents who have been trying to get into the neighborhood near where this shooting took place, but they are still being turned away as investigators are still on the scene, piecing together the circumstances that led up to this shooting this evening. We're live. Chris Trankman, ABC Action News.